this week?
On the slab this week, I'm putting cheaters, because there's a report in the papers this week about people who are hiring private eyes to look into their other half to see if they're cheating or not. And the people who are caught cheating are then in turn paying off the private eyes to try and cover their tracks, which I think is great. All is fair in love and war. But like, I look at that story and I just think hiring a private eye is every bit as bad as cheating. It's so dishonest. And it's a bit pathetic as well. If things are that bad, then you should just leave the situation, you know. And I think a lot of people look at that story and they'll think, you know, it's a bit extreme to go and do that. But the funny thing is, people become private eyes in their own little relationships. They look in people's phones, they check emails. You're no better than somebody who goes out and hires somebody else. I think it's complete disrespect. I would never look in somebody's phone.
But even if they're cheating on you, you wouldn't look at their phone as the lesser crime,
no,
isn't it?
because if they're going to cover their tracks, and so I'm just wasting my energy. And I think that if something is happening, then it'll come out in the long run anyway. And sure, why would I worry myself over it?
Are you speaking from experience here? Have you been cheated on? Have you cheated?
I've been all sorts. No, a couple of long time ago. I would have probably gone with somebody else when I was with the guy. Just got a phone call out of the blue to say somebody I much preferred was in town. So I kind of, yeah.
So free market capitalism, basically.
Well, I think, just something better. Obviously, I didn't like the first guy very much in the first place. So
I just think that.
But you weren't married or anything.
Exactly,
like
young, you know, kind of.
And would you do? Can I just
wouldn't
ask
if
you
I really liked somebody.
One more question, Vogue, before we move on. Who do you blame in that situation more? Do you blame the guy who contacted you knowing that you were with someone else, or do you blame yourself?
Oh, he didn't. But no, I wouldn't blame myself either, because I think that if girls cheat, then there's something wrong in that relationship. Guys can cheat just because they just want a bit of variety. Let's just be honest about it.
Yeah, but
girls, there's something intrinsically wrong in that. They don't really like the guy in the first place.
If a woman is cheating, so
yeah,
she
it's more
wants
emotional.
out, where
there's
you think a guy can go off
there.
and cheat and he's still happy in the relationship.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know lots of them. Yeah.
I think that sounds like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Fair enough.
I think it's just, I think for me it's just morally wrong to do that to somebody. I mean, I've been cheated on before. Firstly, I put it out there, it wasn't in my marriage, because that story could roll and roll. It wasn't then. But I have before, and the pain that you feel from somebody cheating on you, it's like, why did you just, if it wasn't working for you, why would you not just break it off and just leave me be instead of going and cheating on me? But then as well, with the girl who cheated, she actually, in this situation, she didn't know. And when I found out, one of my friends was friends with her, and she spoke to me on the phone and told me all the details, because she didn't know. And I thought that was really nice. Yeah, because I didn't know what had happened. Obviously, he's going to lie to me about it. And it's the not knowing, and that's why people check people's phones when they're just not sure, because no one's going to give you that information. Oh, yeah, I did cheat on you, by the way. It's like they try to hide it, and then it just makes you feel like you're just losing the plot even more.
But if you check in somebody's phone, you're going to come across something that you don't like, and it's going to be out of context. I send love hearts and kisses to guys that there's nothing happening with all the time. It doesn't mean that anything's happening with them. No, I'm just a friendly like that, but out of context, it could be seen in a different way. And I think that's the case in a lot of relationships, you know. I think that I wouldn't like to be with anybody who looks at my phone.